Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
I am doing great. It's been an incredible weekend of racquetball, watching the pro ladies play, and then getting to watch the rest of the amateurs that came out. So I'm so hyped up. How are you doing?
You know, been busy running around, running the events, watching some great racquetball action, having some great conversations, and, you know, introducing some new fans to the sport. People coming over, oh, what is this? This seems really fast, and trying to explain to them what the rules are and just how easy it is to just get involved.
Good, good. Let's keep expanding.
Yes. So here we have the men's open finals with the Kelley brothers taking each other on. We've got Joe Kelley in the front court, Sam Kelley in the back court currently.
For those watching who haven't seen the Kelleys play before, they do play all the time. Sam has a court in the back of his house, so the two of these just play like 8 hours a day, like it's their job. Joe is the left-handed one, though, so that's how you'll be able to keep them apart.
See if we can get a score from Craig here. 1 serving 2.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it's a little better there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Little sound check there from Jay Josie from LPRT. LPRT out here for this Boston Open. This is the 8th time the LPRT has come to Massachusetts, and we're doing the math and thinking this is the 5th time here at Wayside. You know, the crowd here has been fantastic. It always is, and the members here are always excited to see this much energy coming to the club.
Is. Lots of people agree, like you said, they're always excited. They remember from the year before, you know, and they remind us. They're like, oh, I was here last year watching. So it is a really great club to be in. I'm glad we found a home here with Wayside.
Yes, and, you know, Wayside has converted some of their tennis courts into badminton courts. And they have a really good juniors program here in badminton. And they're looking to have some crossover and hopefully have some juniors come over to racquetball as well.
I hope so. They said that they had a tournament last weekend and had 300 players enter that into a badminton tournament. So maybe we can get some of those players into our racquetball.
Oh.
So it seems like Sam disagrees with that call. He's coming out to talk.
Greg, come here, please. Come here.
He's trying not to leave the court. He doesn't want to get
What
charged timeout.
world is that not a forehand setup? Is this football?
You had to go back to the ball.
I did not have to go back to the ball. He sprayed it off the back wall.
The way I looked at it, you were trying to go backwards to the ball. That's why I'm just calling a replay.
It's a penalty hinder.
You don't have to explain anything. Just take it now. Hey, by the way, we never addressed.
No, we got it. If you shoot straight down, we'll sideways, we don't care.
And so those watching at home, you know, we do have the court mic here on the LPRT stream. So we can hear the on-court antics that can happen in the matches here. And the Kelley brothers will be animated.
Yeah, and do expect them to play really close to each other. So they do like to bump. You know, Rubbin's racing, and they believe that for racquetball.
Sam going to shoot this from the back court. Gripritz puts it away.
Sam is very animated about the calls that he's received back-to-back here.
He's checking with the crew on the bench in the back here. Yes, that was really close. I mean, I saw it as a put away, but with the headsets on, I can't really hear it fully. Couldn't see it from this vantage, but the players that are sitting on the bench here cheering this match on much closer to that ground level.
I didn't see how they responded, though. Did they agree it was a good call?
They were talking him down, saying, yeah, okay. No, it was a skip.
Do we have line judges?
We have no line judges for this match. Nobody's been, hasn't been asked for yet. The diving try from Joe there. Not able to get to it. Looks like we got 3 serving 3. 3 serving 3. Sam in the box.
What's interesting is when they're not playing each other, they look to each other continuously for like tips on what they should be serving or how they should be responding to their opponent. But now they're both on the court. It still looks like they're looking to each other to see what they should be doing. He was there. He got his racket on it. Just chopped down on it a little too much.
The lefty Joe in the box now, 3 serving 3.
Both players do like Z serves. You'll probably see a lot of those in here.
Just like that, it's the drive Z to the left-hand side.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one. You're leaving an awful lot of court open. So you better hope your opponent leaves it off the back wall or skips it, or that you're moving incredibly fast to get over there, as we saw. Sam just pushed it by.
Still tied up at 3 here. Men's Open Finals. Nice warm-up match before we get into the LPRT finals. Or semifinals. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Oh.
I mean, the final, it is before the finals.
That's
I mean,
true.
they are tomorrow.
And is this the regular New England format that they're
Yes,
playing with?
so, you know, normally tournaments will be best of 3 to 15, tiebreaker 11. Here in New England, we do play singles on Saturday, doubles on Sunday, with all games to 11. Best of 3.
Joe staring at the ref, thinking it skipped. So we just saw. He
Doesn't like the confirmation that he
No.
got from the back room. If you're not going to like the answer, don't ask. Just kisses
great
up that
shot.
side wall, front wall.
Great shot. Yeah, that was one of those I'd like to hear my opinion coming out of your mouth questions, and he didn't receive that, so he was unhappy. But didn't need any questions with that one. The great shot from Joe. Another Z serve. That's going to be 3 walls.
And I've lost count. Are we at 4-3, 3-4? I've lost count. Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Playing real aggressive at the encroachment line and was able to get a crack out of that.
Craig, we got some scores here, bud. 4-3. Thank you much.
It's another one. They feel like sometimes refs are hesitant to call that drive serve line over there, so you'll see them get closer and closer to it, hoping that they can sneak 1 or 2 in. Scrapes that off the sidewall. That bounce looked like he was going to attack it earlier. Great shot from his shoulder. Side out to get back in the box.
Joe in the box, 3 serving 4. There was a lot of retrieval there from Sam, but it was also a lot of setups. And finally, Joe got one that he liked and was able to put it away.
That looked like a skip ball, but he called that one good. Joe did have Sam move in the wrong direction on the serve. Sam was able to recover and get back to it, and then get a call from the ref that went his way. I think after he hit that shot and put it down, I think he asked him, how's that feel? So as we can see, they are used to talking to each other.
A little retrieval from there. Sam there. Sets up to that. Sounded like it skipped in.
Did.
Sam goes up 5-3. 4. Apologies. Corrected by the ref.
Great Z serve, didn't come off the back wall at all. Joe had to put it into the back wall, just set that up for Sam.
Now Craig's going to correct me and say 5-3.
Okay.
Just getting adjusted here to the LPRT equipment. We got a score pad in front of us to be able to update the scoreboard on the stream, but at the same time, Craig has a score tablet that we use here at the tournaments that helps go right into R2, so we don't have to worry about any downtime getting the scorecards, understanding where we are.
It's being
in
updated live
matches.
everywhere.
Yeah, so wherever you're looking, you're going to get a live score.
Nice.
Technology is great when it works. Oh, that just made it to the front. Oh!
Joe just got it back here. Had to dive on the serve to get it. And then it hit the front wall with maybe 3 millimeters to spare. Look. Right. Joe just told him he knows it skipped.
3 walls brings up second serve here. Set up as far front and to the right in that service box as it can be. Just a little punch.
Yeah, a little frog shot there. You got that down deep, doing some leg work here during the match.
He's getting his squats in.
Yeah, he's just showing off at this point.
Next up will be burpees.
Yeah.
He got there, just couldn't get. Oh,
You know, it was like he dove anticipating needing to dive, and then he didn't. So then the ball was higher for him, and he didn't know how to adjust quickly enough to get to it. Great effort. The hat on backwards there. Switch.
I think his racket might have caught the hat on the way through, maybe,
Oh.
because he was a little upset about the gear. And I saw the glasses come off, so I think he might have hit the hat, which hit the glasses.
Oh.
So even if it would have got to the ball, it would have been a penalty hinder for losing equipment.
Loss of equipment, yes.
Stealing the ball from Joe here. Sets up Sam. He's going to try to put it away. Stays up for Joe. Be a setup for Sam on the left-hand side. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, both of them are mad at the ref.
I mean, it's an
one of
equal
them-
opportunity at.
One of them had to get the call. Right? Like, so
You're calling a penalty? Yeah, because if he we're going to replay.
I think he called okay, say the ref called a penalty hinder, but both players have agreed to overturn him. They're going to replay it.
We're going to replay the point at 6-4.
It's chaos out there.
Anyway, we can get a little more sounds from the court mic.
Tolman is not his friend up there. Just skipping. You just keep a track, help him keep track of his stats.
You know.
Like that was friendly of him to do
I
on
mean,
the court.
we got some on-court statistics
Oh.
coming. Yeah, it's been a long weekend.
Oh. Right, Joe's going to say that ball wasn't going to make the wall. We're going to get a replay. Great
Yeah.
diving get.
I mean, you know, he left his feet, tried to put that, but he really has to put that ball away because if it's up, Sam's going to be able to have all the court to shoot out because he's down. There's no way he's going to get back across the court.
He did. Sam did a good job of getting out of the way of his own shot, too. Unfortunately, if he'd hit himself, he would have regretted that.
So he's calling a shot.
Calling a shot, Babe Ruth style here. He's going to hit a Z serve. And he told him to cut it off. Oh, but he didn't cut it off. Joe told him to hit a clean shot. He said, I don't need to hit a clean shot. I'm just scoring points. So
Sam in the box, 7, serving 4. Short.
short serve.
Cuts that one off, though, before the sidewall. Joe able to get that clean side out. Able to get in the box 4, serving 7.
As I mentioned, they do play each other all the time in their home court. But I believe in tournament situations that Joe has a advantage on wins and losses over Sam. Sam just barely able to get out of the way and then get another diving get. See if he gets another one. No! All that effort paid off for him.
Crowd enjoying the energy that they're putting out there.
Yeah, we had talked earlier about the excitement of watching this crowd move as a group from court to court as matches started and finished and just congregated around whatever the most recent one was.
Yeah, we had the men's open semifinals on a side court here. And then we had a women's open semifinals match on the show court. And now we're going right into the men's open finals. And so it's interesting to see the masses kind of move around and follow the hot matches.
Yeah. They're very supportive of each other.
They are.
Yeah, right. They want to see each other play well.
Yes. Well, you know, you mentioned before that they look for each other when one's on the court and one's off. And so they're just trying to provide that coaching aspect here, that supportive coaching nature. So Joe in the box now, 4 serving 8s. And a reminder, this is 3 games to 11. So we're only 3 points away. Sam's only 3 points away. We're not collectively 3 points away.
Always coaching.
Always.
ABC, always be coaching.
You know, that's a great tip for those just picking up the game at home.
Yes.
We have a big white wall on the front that you're supposed to hit before the ground.
Yeah, try to get there.
Yeah. And the floor is not your friend. A little half lob to the right here. That's going to be tight against the wall. Joe had just enough room to shoot. See if there's any retaliation for the skip.
Yeah.
Apologies. Did not get back to the volume button in time.
Barely made it past Sam's leg.
Oh, miss it.
No. Skip.
It's just from here forward. Sam, stop. Good try.
No sportsmanship there. Tell him just play. Just play.
Great kill shot there.
Really good kill shot. Bad serve. You don't want that on either one of your serves.
You don't have to do that to win this game. Stop it. Yeah. Let's go.
Sam in the box now, 8 serving 5. Jam serve that Joe's able to fight off. Oh, he guessed wrong.
He did. Leaning just a little bit to the right. Ball had some movement on it, too.
It did.
Right, he's telling him, right, don't blame yourself. That was a great shot. There's very few people would have gotten that.
You know, I would have guessed the right too. Just so you know, I considered going to the right before I shot it. Guessed wrong again.
Little bump in there. On the fourth bump, the ref had seen enough and was ready to replay that. I'm not sure what Joe held his hand up for initially, though. Did he think something was wrong with the serve?
So I didn't see anything wrong with the serve, and so perhaps he did, thinking it was short and wanted to get a second serve and reset things. So Joe in the box, 6, serving 8. That was short to me.
Sam with his hand up, agreed.
Oh, he got to it. Oh, and right after him.
Yeah, hit it right towards his opponent.
No, if you think there's something in the field, you can, totally, but I want to know what you're feeling. The serve is over. You want to replay it?
So we're not going to replay that point. It was called good. Rally ended with Joe winning the rally. He steps in the box, 7, serving 8. Sam drops it there. Joe keeps it down the line. Sam not able to catch up to that one. And we're all tied up at 8. Now both players are 3 points away. So it's kind of a we, right?
Yeah. We.
The lefty Joe Kelley in the box. 8, serving 8. Now Joe's starting to find his groove here. Settling in.
How the fuck am I supposed to appeal without telling the ref? There is one. No, it's fine. That's what I did on my call.
Now it's just 2 brothers in the court at their house playing some ball.
There. One of the interesting things that you do when you go play with them is they have this appeal rule that you're allowed 1 appeal per game, and it's just an automatic replay, right? And
All right.
and so it sounded like what they were discussing was they implemented that system without us knowing in this match, because he's like, well, I used my appeal, even though we don't have line judges. So I think you're right. They're just 2 brothers having a good time.
Joe takes game 1, 11-8. Players take a break, so we will be right back to 2025 Boston Open. All right, welcome back to the 2025 Boston Open, benefiting Frontline Family Foundation here at Wayside Athletic Club in Marlborough, Massachusetts. I'm Stuart Solomon. I'm joined in the booth by Tony Prater. Tony, that was some exciting game one action. With a little bit of on-court controversy between brothers, a lot of talking, but a lot of excitement.
A lot of just good-natured back and forth. Like they love being out there. They love competing. We love seeing this in all of our athletes. They do the same thing when they play other people. A lot of times, obviously, there's more familiarity with each other, but we do love the energy that Kelleys bring to everything they do. I mean, he fist pumped it. It had to be good. He wouldn't fist pump a scale. Come on.
I mean, that's what sells it, right?
Yeah, that's the deciding fact.
We'll see who walks back to the service box first.
Yeah. It helps the ref out.
Yes, it's thoughtful of them. Takes a ton off that ball.
A little change of pace there. Sam wasn't ready for that. Didn't come out very far from the front wall, but if he'd been anticipating, I'm sure he would have dove.
Joe in the box, 1 serving 0 here. A little short.
That's like the third or fourth time that he's got him moving in the wrong direction. It didn't cost him that time. It was a short serve.
Half lob to the left here. Take a minute here to thank String Theory. Tony, thank you for your support for this event.
You're welcome. Like I said, we love this event. We love this location. We love all the players that come out. The ladies seem to have a good time when they come to this tournament, so we're really happy that they come back every year, and TJ helps put it on. And so thank you for putting this all together.
No, my pleasure. I want to thank Alltown Fresh. Alltown Fresh has been providing the food at the events. Everybody's been loving the food. It went by so fast at lunch, I had to get a resupply.
Oh.
So everybody really loving the food from Alltown Fresh. If you're in the area, make sure you check them out. They have a scratch kitchen, a lot of healthy food, and some great choices. We had a record number of sponsors come out for sponsor doubles, so we have this opportunity for people that maybe they don't want to be a big-time sponsor, but they want to at least come out and play some sponsor doubles. We had 12 players playing in the sponsor doubles. We only have 4 courts, so it made it quite tricky to get everybody on the court and get some good match play. Sam tracking that one all the way to the back court.
Stepping over each other's legs there like they're dancing. But, yeah, I will echo your sentiment that the sponsor doubles is a great benefit, but also just sponsor the tournaments. But let's get there. The ladies are always nice to us. They don't beat up on us too bad when we get out to play with them, so we appreciate that. But it's a good time being on the court.
And I've talked to a couple of the players coming out of the sponsor doubles, the players, the pros, and you know, they have fun too, right? And they like giving back to the sponsors that help bring them here.
Good.
Joe in the box here, 3 serving 0 second serve. A little slap Z to the left. Sam not able to get around Joe there. Gets the replay.
That's sometimes the one that you'll see players argue that they had taken themselves out of position and not to do it, but Joe seemed to skip that. Didn't want to make that argument at that time. Oh, some sort of distraction on the outside.
It was a knock on the glass.
Okay. Not a balk. So the balk rule is an intentional motion to try to throw your opponent off. And in that case, right, it's something outside of the court had distracted them. So.
You know, it's tough to communicate as a ref to the players on the court, especially when you have a full glass back wall like this. You're not in a gallery up top. And so to get their attention, you have to knock on the glass.
Yes.
And so when you get a little tyke on the back glass here who might be playing with a toy or knock on the glass, the players stop because they're trained to respond to the knocks on the glass.
It's a great aggressive move from Sam there. I don't know if you noticed. He hit the ball into the corner, but then he also stepped in towards it as Joe was trying to get over to it. Again, you know, some might stop saying, hey, he's moving into my way, but they played right through it. It was really good aggressive play from Sam. Didn't end up going his way at the end, but still like to see it.
Sam had to fight around Joe to get to that ball.
He did.
Was able to get to it still.
It was like that hit was through him. But as we said, they like playing tight, so right? They didn't look for a hold up. They considered it incidental contact, and they kept playing through.
Joe out to a 5-0 lead here in game 2. Again, New England style play. We got the best of 3 to 11. So a 5-0 lead in a game to 11 is a pretty big lead.
It is.
And just like that, Sam back in the box saying, I've got a chance here to put some points on the board.
Oh, he's calling a timeout. Maybe he's going to practice some serves, practice some hitting here, just kind of change something up a little bit. As you said, get some points for himself.
So Sam's down in a 0-5 hole in this game. What do you think the adjustments that Sam needs to make to be able to try to put a dent in this lead that Joe has made?
Yeah, right. So watching the play styles of the two, like I said, I love when he's playing aggressively like that, but he also has to be careful. In that case, when he did play aggressive, he ended up setting Joe up right in the service box, you know, and that's an easy layup for these players. So I think he needs to push him back here towards the back corners a little more. Don't leave him off the back wall nearly as much. And of course, you know, that looks really easy from out here, but
we haven't lost a game out here yet.
Like pretty undefeated. You know, just mix something up, right? If your game plan's not working, try to do something else. Sometimes when I'm playing, you know, I worry about a serve that's working and continuing to use it that maybe you'll let your opponent get into a rhythm. So I can't even imagine when it's like something like this that you're literally playing with every single day. Like it's easy for them to, right, have a muscle memory for your play style.
So time back in, Sam in the box, 0-5. It's a smart shot there. Sam going to try to cover that down the line, thinking Joe might go there. But there's still 80% of the court that was left open. Joe able to pinch that into the front right quarter and put it away.
Right, he could have been thinking, right, because he had to dive to get to that ball. So he was thinking, okay, maybe he's still over there on the left side, anticipating me hitting it back there as I'm moving right.
Yeah.
And then it just, Joe read that, pinched it.
It's all those scenarios that the players are having go through their head at any given moment to try to guess what that player is without looking.
And sometimes you see it in real time, right? Like you see them change their shot. You know they kind of overthought themselves in that position. But
Joe in the box here, 6 serving 0.
this hill is getting steeper by the minute. Each point is so much more pressure in these games to 11.
And there's the side out from Sam, trying to put an end to this bleeding. I wish I had my notebook here to be able to watch the score tally, because that's a lot of points between game 1 and 2 that Joe's put on the board that has been unanswered that I can remember. It might be like a 14-1 run at this point.
Oh. Yeah, during Sam's semifinal match with Jose Flores, he had, wow, what a great shot there. He had a bunch of crack aces to both the left and the right side, but he doesn't seem to have quite the same rhythm in this match. Yeah, they were really close to each other there, and he was still able to get a racket on it, almost in a crazy pendulum swing style, pinch it. Again, see it.
Craig says, no, I didn't.
This is tough.
Yeah. Joe calling for the replay.
This is tough as a ref, right, sometimes, because when you have players that want to play aggressive and play close to each other, and you allow that, right, it really narrows your margin of error that you give someone when they're in your way or not, because you're playing close the whole thing. So then you have scenarios like that. You're like, okay, we've allowed that up to this point in the game. Are we going to start calling it at this point, right? It's a hard on-the-fly adjustment to make.
And as the ref, you just want to remain consistent, right?
Yes.
You draw that line in the sand where what's too much, and as long as you are consistent with what's too much, it should be good for both players.
Yeah, and the players want that too. They don't want you calling it different as the game gets closer or gets away from somebody. They're like, you don't want to feel like you're fighting two different things, right? A moving ref target and your opponent.
All right, Sam in the box here, 0 serving 7. Not going to get to that one.
After an exchange of pinches, he was way out of position on the right side. Joe pushed it far enough around him that he wasn't able to get to it.
Joe back in the box, 7 serving 0.
Sort of just squeaked over the line. Great serve. And these are those scenarios that you get sometimes where you're sighting your opponent out, and it is going back and forth, but you just feel like they get a point on you each time, and they slowly walk away from you.
Yes. All right. Well, players take a break, so we will be right back to 2025 Boston Open. All right, time is back in. Here at the 2025 Boston Open, benefiting Frontline Family Foundation. We got game 2. Joe took game 1. He's 3 points away from taking this game and the match and be the men's Open champion of the Boston Open.
Nice. You said this is the 8th annual Boston
This
Open?
is the 8th annual Boston Open. We started out at Boston Athletic Club in South Boston, moved up to Peabody. We were up in Peabody for a couple of years, and then we came here to Wayside, where they welcomed us with open arms, and it's been fantastic.
Are we planning like a big event for the 10th anniversary?
Well, we're not the 10th yet, but I would love to. I'm already trying to source some ideas on what we can do, especially to thank the sponsors. Sponsors like yourself that have been around for a while, but sponsors that make the 10-year big.
Yes.
Already thinking of ways to make that happen, and we do run the LPRT Friday to Sunday. I hope maybe we might be able to adjust that to a Thursday to Saturday, maybe a players' party on the Saturday night.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh, that was a tough serve. Sam was able to get his racket on it, but left it about a foot short of the front wall.
So we have first match point opportunity here. Skip ball at the receiving line. He's going to be very upset. That'll do it. Joe is your 2025 Boston Open Men's Open champion. Round of applause from the fans here. So that'll do it for this match. Tony,
Yes.
Thanks for joining in the booth.
Thanks for having me.
I hope people stick around. The LPRT is going to be streaming their semifinal matches coming up very soon, so check back soon.